What's going on with it once again? People, humanity, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls. And as always, otakus and hikikomori out there, this is one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo 23 2011, aka Manny Wolverine. Of course, you guys know the rest of the intros and outros towards this channel. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, all other good stuff. And today, got a little bit of bad news for all my old school SEGA heads out there. Or SEGA fanboys, fangirls, whatever you guys want to call yourself. Unfortunately, Shenmue 3 is going to be delayed 3 months to late 2019. I think it was supposed to come out August 27th, but fortunately it's going to be all the way to November 19th. So, hey, at least the good news is, if you're a Call of Duty fan, you know, you got that shit coming out around October 30th or 31st, or I think it's November. And then you got, of course, I got to mention it because I am a hardcore Pokemon fan. We got Pokemon Sword and Shield coming out around the same time, so we're not sure what date it's going to be. For me, I probably have to take a wild guess. It's anywhere from November 10th or the 19th, maybe the 23rd. I'm just saying. Probably going to be before Thanksgiving, because they do it after Thanksgiving, I'd be surprised. Anyways, before I begin, I actually want to talk about real quick. It's probably going to be for my video that I do for my chat and breeze. By the way, since it is June, Wednesday, luckily, not Tuesday, because usually it's Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays, sometimes Saturdays. I'll go out and play Pokemon Go for a little bit at the usual park I go to most of the time. Unfortunately, I'm still going to keep doing that, but I'm not going to be doing chat and breezes after tomorrow because I'm not going to be doing it in 110, 125 degree weather because this is the funny thing. I actually, value my life, and I don't really want to get a heat stroke while I'm out there for like 2.5 hours. And by the way, I do have water with me too. There's no way I'm going to be that much of an idiot not to bring water with me. It's ice cold water too. It's a nice ass, real good flask too. And I love that shit too. Anyways, I'm gonna be talking about this little honey clover thing. Probably gonna be a manga thing or whatever. And I was gonna talk a little bit more about I usually don't talk about drama bullshit on this fucking channel. To be honest with you, I don't like doing it. Oh, I don't know what fucking happened there, but I had like this little fan art I found DeviantArt. It's really cool looking Star Wars version of like Samus Aran as Princess Leia. That's what you just saw there a couple seconds ago. Pretty badass, by the way. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin. I don't really talk about drama, sort of like garbage on my channel, but a couple days ago I heard some extra shit, because sometimes I do keep my ear to the internet streets occasionally, but there's this weird ass mukbang sort of chick that she eats a lot of nasty ass like fucking fast food every single day. I don't know how the fuck a person could do that. I know I'm a little bit of an overweight fat person myself, but there's no way in hell I'll go out there and eat fast food every single fucking day for the rest of my life. Fuck that noise. You are fucking kidding me if you think I'm doing that, because I don't want to end up getting a heart attack like a month or two later. Forget that shit. It's this fucking weird-ass blonde girl that lives out in Cali. She has a pretty big following. I think she has, 900,000 or 2 million something subscribers. I'm not sure. I don't care. I think I heard about her way back in 2012, 2013 when she used to do videos with her mom. And after, 2014, I didn't hear from that chick for a while. But people don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to really talk about it because, I'm not a drama channel. But I might talk about it for my chat breeze if I don't have anything else to talk about. If I can't find anything to talk about, but that is extremely rare. It ever happens. I'm talking about this chick named Trisha Paytas, and I've heard about this chick a few times here and there. I've only heard about her from 2 other channels, which was some H3H3. A lot of people already know who that dude is, Ethan, but some people are getting pissed off at him because he's body shaming really beautiful hot women and shit. I think he kind of shitted on Kim Kardashian a couple times and Ariana Grande, and I think Cardi B too. I don't know. And I heard it from her channel and this other chick named Siren Cove, which, by the way, I know she lives in that state over there in the Midwest in Louisiana and Missouri somewhere. One of those two, Missouri, Louisiana, one of them. And hopefully she's doing good. Really hope she's doing well, because I know for the past couple of weeks, probably a month or two, a lot of you guys, I'm not going to try to be the weatherman or be sad about it, but anyone living out there, do you still got internet? Whether you're in Arkansas, Kansas, Oklahoma, parts of Texas, or fucking Iowa, Idaho, I know you guys are going through a fuck ton of problems with tornadoes and fucking flash floods and shit, big giant floods. My thoughts and prayers definitely go out to you people, especially a subscriber, main viewer of mine, if you do live out there. Godspeed to you. Be extremely careful when you're living out there, man, because I will never be able to do that myself. Luckily, I live out here in Vegas. There will never be a tornado or a flood out here. I mean, there's small little mini flash floods, but not cataclysmic like you guys been getting over there. Godspeed to you all, man. Seriously. I mean, I think the closest one that happened to me was like one state away from me, past Arizona. I think it was like New Mexico, and that was it. But luckily, hurricanes and tornadoes can't exist here because there's a bunch of mountains here. It's not real flat, thank God. Anyways, other than that, let's begin. So Shenmue 3 gets delayed in 3 months to late 2019. Vengeance will have to wait just a bit, though. Developer YS.Net and publisher Deep Silver has announced that a slightly delay of Shenmue 3. Originally set to release on August 27th, it is now a launch on November 19th. There's a setback of just under 3 months. Or that's a setback. Just under 3 months. Oh, and by the way, I was going to talk about how Netflix is going to be making an anime version of Magic the Gathering. I never got into Magic the Gathering myself, but I'll talk about that in my next video. So stay tuned for that. In public and a post of on Kickstarter, director Yu Suzuki and Deep Silver jointly said that, quote, whistle, I can never say that fucking word, whistlets almost ready, and the game simply needs a little more refinement before being truly finished. We feel that the extra time will have to help us deliver the true Shenmue experience players around the world deserve. We thank you for your patience and understanding, unquote. Just like that, Shenmue 3 has been forklifted from the summer and dropped off into late fall. A message from Yu Suzuki and Deep Silver, Kickstarter. And gotta get credit where credit is due. The person that created this, Brett Medotsky, shout out to him. Wasn't for him, I would be able to read this thing from Destructor. So overall thoughts, views, and opinions. A little bit of a fucking slap in the face to a lot of Sega and Shenmue fans out there, which I only got to play a little bit of that game back in the day because I never actually owned a Sega Dreamcast, unfortunately. Matter of fact, I never owned any of the Sega like consoles at all. I think the only Sega thing I ever owned besides the game, well, for me, that was for Nintendo. I know it was for Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Pocket way back in the day I had, but that one got broken on me years ago, long time ago in the dinosaur age of the gaming industry. Yeah, it fucking hurt. Honestly, it did, but I learned to get over it. This was like 21 years ago. It's a while back. I think the Neo Geo Pocket was like the only thing I ever owned that was a Sega product. That was literally it. And then that one, I think I sold it off years later to like a pawn shop, and they only gave me $5 for it. So I was like, fuck it. Anyway, this one comes from Ryan Craddock. It says, Marvel discussions potentially new Smash Bros. Ultimate crossover, but don't count on it. Anything can happen. So imagine if any of the Marvel DC characters, or mainly the Marvel characters, would actually be in a Smash Bros. Game. What? That would be a huge cataclysmic fucking announcement there, man. There's a lot of people, we all know that there's a lot of hardcore Marvel fans out there, and DC fans too, so. It's the thing, though. I thought Sakurai did state in a really old tweet a while ago that any sort of franchise character that didn't start off as a video game character first, and it was from another different medium out there of entertainment, whether they were on TV first, or they were a movie character, or a music character first, or even a comic book character. But here's the thing, since like the late 80s, early, mid-late 90s, because especially when I was growing up as a 90s kid, there was so many arcade games that had like, they had the Street Fighter versus Marvel, or Capcom versus Marvel, I think that's what it was. And I think they had King of Fighters versus Marvel one time too, at one point. Or I think it was Konami versus Marvel. So there's been a lot of Marvel superheroes that have been like in video games for over like the past 20, maybe even 25 freaking years. Almost as long as I've been like 5, 6 years old, way back in the day. So, hopefully Sakurai can make some sort of like exception for that at least. So anyways, yeah, Smash Bros. Is a pretty big deal. Actually, it's a very big deal, and Marvel is now in the latest of the strings of the companies which has a representative to discuss how great it would be for an alliance. No pun intended. With the Nintendo heavy hitter. In recent months, we've seen the folks there, folks being games like Halo, Cuphead, and plenty of more, express their desire to see their characters appear in a Smash Bros. One day. It would be foolish to take these statements as a hint of things to come. which wouldn't say that they would love their characters and smash during an interview. But it does does show that how much they make an appearance in the franchise and would mean that to most developers. Remember the pure happiness for Shovel Knight? It tears down the spotted character in the game. In an interview with Game Informer, Marvel's VP creator Bill Rosenman will have to ask about the thoughts on potential Smash Bros. Crossover. You can see the full interview below if you like. Here's a quick look at what we had to say. I guess what he had to say. Well, I mean, I can't imagine. You know how Hawkeye is standing next to Link and both shooting some arrows. I mean, anything can happen, but I'm not sure the person will make a decision such as that. Naturally, that doesn't mean that we should expect more to see Marvel join the rank anytime soon, but it is an interesting thing to see that a company with a lineup of characters as famous as Marvel would still love to be involved. There goes the full interview there, so links to the video and switcher box below if you want to look at that, or just to this article if you want to click there if you're too lazy to see that shit. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions, I said it before, I'll say it again, man. Anyone, not just the big three like, Iron Man or Spider-Man or Captain America being in there. I mean, that would be a real big one to have. If it was me personally, my two favorite all-time like Marvel characters, superheroes, to be more precise, will probably be between Quicksilver and probably, I don't know if Spider-Man would be it, or probably Thor. No, either Thor, Spider-Man, or fucking what's his name? Oh, I forgot the fucking dude's name. The Hulk. I remember those were like one of the first 3 or 4 fucking superheroes of Marvel I really, really loved growing up as a 90s kid, seeing on TV all the time. Those were the shit, man. Real good times. And let's get into this one right here. Mortal Kombat 11. I'm only going to talk about this a little bit because I only got 3 minutes to do it. Mortal Kombat 11 shows off Shang Tsung and confesses, and confirms additional DLC additional fighter characters. I completely messed that up. I don't know, I'm messing up so much more than I normally do. I think it's because I had a lot of like 5-6 energy drinks. That's probably what it is. This comes from Leon Doolin. So Saturday is about 2 days ago. I'm a little bit late on this, but I'm just going to read half the article so I could get this out the way. So, oh yeah, link to that video was amazing as hell, by the way. I can't believe Spawn and freaking Sindel and NightWolf is coming back. They didn't say who the other 2 characters were, but I think it was going to be Michael Myers or the dude that has a chainsaw. I forgot his name. I think the dude from Texas Chainsaw Massacre might be in there. I don't know. Mortal Kombat 11 managed to survive its launch in a few problems, despite a few problems, tied to the reward system and a number of reports about the toxic work player culture at NetherRealm Studios, which I'm not really going to talk about that shit. Brushing aside these launching issues, the team behind this game has now shown off the first combat pack character and confirms the majority of additional fighters coming to the game. Fans of the overly violent release can look forward to Shang Tsung, Sindel, NightWolf, and along with a special guest, Spawn. I forgot Spawn. Yeah, I remember when I was a 90s kid, I watched the original one. I forget the name, was Michael Jai White. I think that's the dude's name, the black dude's name that played Spawn back in the 90s. He was badass. I remember that ugly bozo little clown dude too, that gave him the powers. That guy was ugly, but he was funny as shit. I think he might have been Danny DeVito or some dude like that. But let's move on. Spawn and 2 other special guest characters, believed to be Ash from Evil Dead series and Terminator. Oh god, if it's Terminator, that would be the shit, dude. Seriously. I mean, they work with Warner Brothers games, so it shouldn't be hard at all to get those characters easily. This packet also throws in skin and gear with each character, along with extra skin for existing fighters. Below, there's a trailer confirming the information and an extended look of the skilled sorcerer Shang Tsung. And overall thoughts, views, and opinions, this guy, the way he fights, oh my god. The way he summons, I don't know if it's Shao Kahn or if it's somebody else. The one that has the 4 arms. I always forget that fighter's name. I think it's his brother or his cousin that's the evil one. And Goro Khan. I don't know what it was. That's all I got to say for now, and that's it. Links in the description box down below, cartoon on the side for all the videos and news articles that I read, and that's it. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, otakus and hikikomoris out there. We'll see you when I see you guys. Good day, have a good night. Wherever you're at in the universe out there, stay tuned for more future content channel, including video gaming industry news, anime manga news, internet news. And that wraps up the video. Take it easy. Peace out. I am out like sauerkraut. Late and goodbye. We'll see you on the flip side. Stay tuned for more future content. Come return this video, this channel. And I'll see you later. Peace.